Society and social structure is built on trust. Trust is built on hallucinating. It's all. That's the truth. We have to hallucinate some shit in order to have trust, and that's what society is built on. So I have no problems with that. I'm not. This is why I would never take this class out and be like, "Hey, people, let me tell you, your monetary." You know, it's like trust is an hallucination that we agree to share. So no problem. You know, I'm not. That's why I'm not like, you know, writing a book for the masses or whatever. Like, people would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about anyway? Unseen moral found, what? No, this is the truth. So yeah, so our systems are based on that, but that doesn't mean that you have to be, what I am saying here is you can be free in your knowledge of that, right? So I am happy that people hallucinate that red means stop, and that affects their neurology, and they stop, right? But it's a completely arbitrary system. People didn't know what red lights were when they first came out. This had to be taught and structured, and you know, and so there were all kinds of bizarre accidents as we were trying to understand what this light thing was. Red light, green light, yellow light, what? Stop sign, what? You know, these are things we learn. We hallucinate as a culture that keeps some order. But these things are not absolutes. They're not truths with capital T's. Most of us are walking around as if they are. That's why I don't care what you believe. It's irrelevant. You're just telling me, I believe this is how the world works, with truth with a capital T. Okay, cool. I believe in Santa. Yeah, he's cute. Exactly. So why is this important in your life? Openness is the one factor that directly affects your quality of life. If you are a person who knows all the answers, I can predict that you are a stressed out human. Yeah. You are walking around with a tight butthole. So that's why I want you to try on just being open. See, if you don't know, there's space. There's kindness. Not because I have a Buddhist philosophy, but just it's a natural consequence of realizing how little you actually know. Exactly. See, and the stuff I'm sharing with you, this is stuff I live by. This is not like, I read this in a book and I'm going to go home and beat my kids. You know, like this is, you walk into my household, my daily life, and you're not hanging out with stressed out people because I'm not living in that universe. I don't have a desire to, right? But I am in a world that's how the system operates. But I don't have to let that be my world. I don't treat the people close in my life with that thing. I'm not using, so part of a hallucinated culture is we use levers of shame and guilt and blame. Shame, guilt, blame. That's part of the unseen moral foundation. Shame, guilt, blame. I can literally get you to do anything with those three emotions. So that's what you learned, guaranteed. Shame on you. That's how we get people to do everything. Unless you realize you don't know. And then you're like, so the most beautiful part of living in the unknown is A natural kindness. See, now, do you understand why I'm making the distinction between it's not a philosophy? Exactly. A philosophy makes the box.
Yes. That's defense.
Exactly. I'm back in a moral code. I'm back in a hallucinated reality. Openness is just, I'm open. And out of that openness comes a kindness.